In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to download and install SQL Developer. I have included a link to the SQL Developer downloads in the description below. So you just need to click on the download link. Once in the download page, you have to choose the installer that is appropriate for your operating system. I will select the download for Windows that doesn't include the JDK because I already have the JDK version 8 installed. If you don't have it, download the one that includes the JDK, so that you don't need to perform the two installations individually. Once you click on the download link, you will have to accept the license agreement. As usual, and then log into your Oracle account. If you don't have one, you can create an account for free by clicking on this button. Now, I tested this process on different browsers and for some reason, it many times failed on Edge. Sometimes the license dialog didn't show. Some other times the login dialog didn't show, and sometimes it worked. So, if it doesn't work for you, I would recommend using either Firefox or Chrome, and that will usually fix it. So, I will log in, and now I just have to wait for the download to finish. Okay, now we are ready to install SQL Developer. Actually, SQL Developer doesn't need to be installed. You just need to extract the zip file you downloaded, so go ahead and do it. I'm going to extract it into my download folder, but you can choose a different location if you want to. When the extraction finishes, I would recommend creating a shortcut to the application so that you can run it from the desktop. So, double-click on the folder that was created and create the shortcut. Now let's run it. If you downloaded the installer that doesn't include the JDK, then it will ask you for the location of the JDK first time as well. So if that happens, just browse to the root folder and select it, and you will be all set. When you run it for the first time, it will ask you if you want to import preferences from a previous installation. This includes connections, application preferences, etc. I usually say yes to this prompt, because when I install a new version I always want to use the preferences from the previous one. But in this case, I'm going to say no, so that I start with a fresh installation for the purposes of the course. I usually don't like applications to send usage statistics. So in this dialog, I'm going to clear this checkbox and click on OK. And that's it. With this, you have Oracle SQL Developer configured and ready to be used.